What made you want to join the options auto trader?
The idea of you have money that you have sitting around in your bank account or whatever else. And so they always say you're actually become rich when your money works for you. That's when you actually become rich. So that is what made me like the idea of the auto trader. And also, I've been following you for probably the last year and a half, I think it is, with the credit spreads. And so I like him. I trust him as far as just who he is, just from the several emails that we have shared down through the years. And so that was another reason why I wanted to be a part.
I guess with that, what was the main problem that you were hoping to solve with the auto trader?
No, I had a heart transplant in 2010. I always tell people, and for me, passive income for my wife later on, I'm old school. And so I believe that the guy is the head of the house. I'm sorry, I know we live in a different day and age, but we try to live below our means. And so as long as I can provide house, all the good stuff. So if something happens to me, my wife is always taking care of our kids, and she doesn't have any skills as far as training outside of the home, no school. I mean, she's a smart person. I'm not saying that at all, but just not what you would normally college or whatever the case may be. So her going to get a job would be just a normal job or something like that. So if I can have this already set up for her, if something happens to me, like I said, with the transplant, they say you're gonna need another heart within your lifetime because I'm only 44 years old. And so by only being 44, they say I'm gonna need another heart. And so that's why this works for me, trying to get it set up to make it easy and doable for everybody.
What was the biggest fear about joining, and what happened instead of that?
Honestly, I had no fear. So you see all these videos and all these promo interviews and all this stuff. So yeah, it's the first one I'm doing, but I have bought so many things down through the years. And so I know everybody says it and you're not gonna believe it because you're on the other end of it. But I have spent 50,000 on education, online trading academy. I'm trying to say names. I've done that. I've done the gurus online. And for me, long story short, I had to figure out what my style of trading was. And once I figure out my style of trading, then I can actually start focusing on my style. And my style is long-term swing trading. As long as I have long-term swing trade, I make money. When I day trade, trying to do quick fast, because of the emotional side of it, I lose money. Even though I'll be right 90% of the time, like I actually have really, really good habits and all that good stuff. But I'm only trying to, when you can be down $500 in a matter of 2 seconds, essentially 2 minutes with the ES or something like that, it's emotional. And so it's not for me. But the ES with the 112s that we're doing, when you're down, but you're still not really even at your strike price just because it's the stock went against you. You have no fear. You never worry. I can still sleep at night. So that is why this was easy for me. Probably because I've spent so much money on other things that the cost of this did not really phase me.
If you were to recommend this program to a friend, what would you say?
I would say jump on ASAP. I think one thing, even in some of our trainings that we've had, we talked about how this is the only bot that you actually know what it's doing. I have a bot right now. I could almost screen share if that's illegal, but it's trading Forex for me. I had $1,500 in there. I think I started with 13.95 to be exact. It got up to 14 because it's real slow. I'm trying to do 2% a month, $1,400 account. I don't expect much money, but I want to be low and slow. And so they got me up to 1460, I think it was. And I just checked it before I got on this call, and it's down to 1370. So it took forever to get up there. And then it lost $70, $80 in a matter of a day, 2, 3 days. I would tell people, find somebody you can trust, find a company, because this one I actually noticed on the other bot, they programmed it for me. I had to trust their system, what their strategy is. Are they swing trading? Are they day trading? I don't know. I have no clue. But at least with this bot, I know exactly what it's doing, why it's doing, and it actually follows my strategy or my trading style. So this is a no-brainer.
Do you mind sharing some of the results you had because of the options auto trader?
I had one trade that went against me because Israel bombed Gaza or whatever. So middle of the night, it got me out, and I was kind of mad about that. But that's what the bot was supposed to do. It actually did what it was supposed to do. So which is why I can sleep at night. So even though I'm at a loss, I think I lost like $1,000 in that trade. So this we're being real with you guys. When you guys watch this, I want you guys to realize that there is risk to trading. But I got right back in another trade, $1,000 back, very, very just over time. So, but other than that, no, I sleep well at night because there have been nights when you don't sleep well. I told Austin before that I was in the trade when Russia invaded Ukraine, and I was in a Tesla trade, and Tesla dropped $100 overnight, and I had over 100 shares. That's a $10,000 move, and I had no clue, I had no protection of it, whatever, because it was an option and it wasn't futures. And I woke up and my account's just in the red, and I mean, you're literally shaking. I don't know if anybody's ever been there. You're like this. You're trying to press the button and your hand's shaking. And I'm a real trader. I've been doing this for a minute. And so now with the bot, it's just I sleep at night. There's times when you want to be in front of the computer all the time because you're always trying to make money. We're always taught to make money. Like that's just what we're taught as a whole. You're always gonna make money. And because we live in a world that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can always be making money. And so now, so you're stuck in front of your computer every day, or you're out to dinner with your friends and you're still checking your phone, checking the market, always worried about your positions. I don't do that anymore. Today I have to run around, didn't think about the market at all. So that's what the bot has done for me. It's not only made me money, but it's also taken away the stress of having to worry about are my positions protected.
That's the whole goal of it. Was there any final things you wanted to share with someone who just was listening to this?
I think from all the trainings that they have, from just watching you, I think that's something I would like to say that Austin is an honest person. I've known of him about a year and a half because of the bot. I've spent more time on Zoom calls with him, with you, and so I've gotten to actually know you personally as far as that's concerned. And I think the best thing is that even though you don't have a big team behind you, right? Which sometimes you, depending on where you're at, you might want a big team. So if that's the only negative, then hey, but he responds very fast to almost everything. And because you're getting on the ground floor, you actually get to have input on the actual robot itself. If it's possible, he's going to make the adjustments to make the robot better. You can't ask the man to build anything, but hey, if it's possible to doable and he gets a lot of feedback from the same people or different people of the same request, so you have a chance to actually take a robot and have input in it, which so far I haven't found anybody else that's offering that.